So today is January 26th, 2023. And we are staying with my mom in Texarkana, Texas. And she has a gal comes in 2 days a week to help her. So we took off and we went to this CadoLake National Wildlife Refuge. And let me tell you about this place. So, during World War II, the U.S. needed more munitions made. And so there was a company out of St. Louis, a chemical company. They were given land here in Texas very close to Caddo Lake. And they started making TNT for World War II. And after the war, it kind of went into standby mode. And then, of course, the Korean War, which was 50 to 53, it started making munitions again. And then during the Vietnam War, they were making rocket engines here. They had as many as 3,000 people working here at one point. Well, after the Soviet Union came apart, we signed an agreement to destroy certain missiles, and the Russians were here, where they destroyed them, and then they watched it being done. And they've tore down almost all the buildings. They've left some of these munition bunkers like this. And what they've done is turn it into a wildlife refuge and an auto tour route. So there's roads all over this place and it's huge. So we're going to walk. It's called the Magazine Trail. It's only 1/3 of a mile long. And let's hope it's worth it. So Texarkana, has the state line running right through. And there's a post office that they built. Part of it's on the Texas side and part of it's on the Arkansas side. It's a big tourist attraction. But Texarkana is in East Texas. And East Texas is just like you see here. It's heavily wooded. It rains a lot, and actually Texas is like 5 different states geography-wise, because on the west side you have desert, then you have the coastal regions, and then there's one section that runs from Dallas all the way down, and the soil's just black as ace of spades. Anyway, so we're on this trail, and I don't know if it was a road or a berm, but you see it's a drop off on both sides. You probably can't tell by the camera, but anyway, let's see if we can. Oh, there's some birds. So here's a little place to rest, have a picnic. I'll need some work. So I have a nice trail in Texarkana. It's called the Bringo Lake Trail, and it's very similar to this. And as I was walking there yesterday, there was all these vultures in one spot eating something. And I'd just been there like a couple of days before, wasn't nothing there. So there's 2 wild pigs dead. Very strange. So now we've come down to this little creek. Let's see if we can see if there's any marine life in it. I don't see anything that's marine life. So the Tuesday, this is Thursday, so Tuesday it rained all day. I haven't seen rain like that in a long time. So here's some concrete blocks, pretty large. Have no idea what they were for, but it looks like a notch, and that into that maybe a step or something. Yeah. So we've been in Texas a month and a day. All right, we're almost to the end of the trail. So by 1997, this was closed, and in 2004 they began transferring the land to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. So there's a picture there. It says the 10th Mountain Engineers used a TNT explosion in an attempt to detonate German mines in Italy in 1945. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do this auto tour and see what that's all about. Okay? Hello. This is a huge area. So we've been driving a good 10 minutes and I haven't seen anything. And now we've come to this up here. U.S. Army established Production Area 1 in this portion of the Longhorn Army Ammunition Plant. Here the buildings contain the specialized equipment for producing TNT, including storage tanks, wash houses, boiler rooms, waste treatment water, and such. So we're going to look around in here, see what we can see. There's also a Hope Cemetery trail, but I've already walked 2 hikes already today, so I'm not doing any more. Well, these haven't been used for quite some time, but there's more. Let me go in the woods, see what I can see. There was, it looked like a building over there. I'll try and get a picture of that in that direction there. That's pretty cool. There's moss and lichen growing on top of them. This tree naturally had to be after 1945 when they quit using this and they repurposed it for the Korean War. Yeah, you can see in the distance building. You can see some more stuff probably 100 yards from here. And then we've got that over there. And we'll go over there and see what we can see. I would guess these were like information boards that would tell the workers what was going on. That, you know, we were driving around for 10-15 minutes and we're just seeing woods. And I'm going, where's all this stuff at? Why are we on this auto tour? Well, now this is kind of interesting. There's a hell of a lot of concrete was poured in here. I thought that was a wooden building, you know, from glancing at it, but nope. Looks like, look at all that paperwork from don't know. I was hoping I'd see a date, but anyway, that was a storage place, looked like. All concrete. Here's some more over here. Oh, a little bit. What a deal. We are just a little ways from CadoLake State Park, in a town called Uncertain, which I filmed before, and it's beautiful there. We'll try to go there again. I never knew this was here, and it's right on the very edge. So, let's just shut this off and get in a truck and go to Uncertain, Texas. So we just left the wildlife refuge about a quarter of a mile from here, and here's a historical marker. I never knew this, but Mrs. Lyndon B. Johnson, the wife of President Johnson, the 35th president, whose nickname was Ladybird, was born about 2.7 miles south of Karnak. And in 1934, she married Lyndon Baines Johnson, who became a congressman and then a senator and then the Senate Majority Leader, Vice President, and President of the United States. And he was a crooked son of a bitch. Okay, we're going to go find Uncertain. So we made it to Uncertain, Texas. And it's right on the lake, CadoLake, which is right behind me. And it is gorgeous here. And look, here's all the Spanish moss. Yeah? What? Georgie, come here. Georgie. So, you have those now I can't think of the name of the tree that grows in the water. That's just having a brain fart. Come on. So, cypress tree. So we're going to have a catfish sandwich right outside. Bring her over. And so I was telling you about CadoLake. And it got invaded with this green crap. It's a invasive water plant. And they have to constantly put a chemical and spray it on this stuff, or else it'll take over the whole lake. And the last time I was here, this place was all greened up with that plant, but they have managed to really do a number on it, and it's just really a unique place. I like coming to Uncertain, Texas. So you can do tours, you know, people, because you can get lost in this lake because you see there's water everywhere, but there's only a few channels. So we are going to shut this off and have a bite.